Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft Technic Let's Play. It's been a while since the last episode, and the reason for that is because a couple of things. First of all, Technic has been updating loads recently, and because of that I wasn't able to keep on playing a world consistently, because basically what happens is if you use a mod that involves if you have a world that involves a certain mod and they update Technic and they remove that mod or change it, it can corrupt your world, and that's what happened to me about 2 times. So I have started a new world, as you can see, and in this episode I'm going to be showing you some of the basic machinery you need to get you started throughout these mods. One of them is called a Macerator Generator and a Extractor, and these are basically the 3 basic machines you will be using throughout a lot of your first moments in Technic and Tekkit. And they are very important machines, and you'll be using them right up until the end pretty much. So I'm going to be showing off these machines. I've already built some up and set them up quickly. So here in the middle we've got the generator here, and this is literally what it says, it's a generator, and I'll show you how that works in a sec. Here on the left we've got the Macerator. Again, I love this. The Macerator is very good. If you get this early on, you are going to be in a big profit, and I'll show you why. And then here on the right we've got the Extractor. Again, very necessary as early on as possible because it allows you to get rubber very easily. So I'm going to be showing you how to build these at first. So because I've already built them, I'm just going to show you in the actual too many items mod. So if we search in generator, we can see the item here, and if I hang on. If I press T on it, is it? No? Let's see. If I click it... Oops, no, I've just given myself generators. Whoops. Okay, I'll get rid of them in a sec. There is a... I'll just give myself another one. There is a way to see how you can build them. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll put the... In the video, you'll see them in the bottom left or bottom right. You'll see the recipe in the bottom left or bottom right. I'll get a picture. There is a way of showing you actually in the game, but for some reason I can't get that up for some reason. I don't know if it's bugged or they've removed that as well. Bloody hell. Right, let's get rid of all these generators. Let's get... Too many items before didn't work in it was just like a thing just to show how to build things, you know, show recipes and stuff. But anyway, so they'll be in the bottom left. You'll see them all the way across the bottom. And I'll also leave links to them in the description. So we're going to be showing you how these work. So, say for example, we've got our 3 machines. We've got the generator, the macerator, and the extractor. First of all, we need to put power into the generator to get into the machines. For this, you can use coal. So I've got coal on me here. So we're going to head over to the generator. Also, to connect these machines, you will also need the copper cables, the insulated ones that we use to make the circuit boards as well. Very basic. You just make them and you just click in between the... I'll show you how to put them there now. So if we get that out, say we've got our 3 machines here. You're like, great, how do I connect them? You just right click in between and it connects them up like that. So generators, the first thing you want to do is you want to put power in. So what you do is you just get coal. I think you can use redstone to start with as well, I'm not sure, but I just used coal. It's still very efficient early on, and you know, because you can find a lot of coal. So all you do is you just put your coal in there, and basically what will happen is if you've got no red in there in the first place, that will fill up, and if you're using energy at the same time, this will constantly keep refilling, depending on how much energy you're using, obviously. So we're just gonna, let's just take most of that coal out, because we won't need that much. So now I'm going to show you how the macerator works. So the macerator, this machine you want as early on as possible. So to make the macerator, again you'll see it in the bottom left just here. And the macerator is excellent. So you can run a macerator and these machines, you can run them completely separate from the generator. They don't have to be connected. And we'll probably be doing that later on. And that's using batteries. And basically what you would do is... Here you would put your fuel in there, so say we put coal in there, we'd put an empty tin battery up here, that would charge the battery up, and then if these aren't connected like with these copper cables here, we would then put the battery in, I think it would, let's just see, yeah, we'd put the battery in the bottom, and then instead of gaining power from the generator, it would just use the battery up basically. So yes, we're going to be let's use the macerator then. So all you do is you get any ore. You can use copper ore and iron ore. I'm going to be using iron ore because you're going to need, obviously iron is very important, although so is copper as well. So what you do is you put your iron ore in the top, and this thing will get very noisy, although it sounds like they've actually patched it, because what would happen is you'd put your thing in there and it would assume your sounds on 100% and it would be very loud. So as you can see here, it's macerated, and what we'll see in any second now is we'll see an item come up here. And there it is, iron dust, and you actually get 2 per ore. Now this is why the macerator is brilliant, because what the macerator does, it essentially just like crushes everything up into this dust, and it's the same with copper, it's the same with tin. You get, you know, it's very efficient. So what you do then with these dust, you take them over to the furnace, you then just take these out, you then put the dust as you would with the ore in the furnace, and for every 1 dust, not the 2 things you get, but for every 1 single piece of dust you get 1 bar, as you can see there. And so if you work it out, you're essentially doubling your ore gain. You're doubling your resources by putting your ores in the macerator first. So although it's take longer to start with, in the long run you're going to get a lot of ores out of this. So bear that in mind. Try and get it. This is more important, I'd say. If you can get this first, and once that's doing, then get the extractor, that would be really efficient, because it's like a snowball effect. You'll just get more and more and more. So we'll wait for this to finish, then we'll put the copper ore in, and then while the copper's macerating, I'll show you how to use the extractor. Again, the extractor is very, very similar. These machines are very simple to use. So let's just check our fuel. Yeah, let's just top this up a bit more. We'll put the iron dust in the furnace. So as you can probably tell in this mod, you'll be doing a lot of walking to and from machines and chests and things like that. So the extractor, as the name states, it extracts stuff from items. Okay, so now with Technic alone, and even in endgame, you're going to need a lot of rubber. Now rubber can be quite hard to come by, now, as you'll know. I had to run quite far out, if you see by the waypoint. My rubber trees are really far out in the distance, so I actually bought some saplings back, and I grew them outside my house. But even then, that's still not efficient, because this first rubber tree here that I planted that grew, it hadn't actually got any sticky resin on, so that was kind of unlucky. Don't know if this one has yet, well, don't know. But so, you know, rubber is very hard to come by at the start, so you need a more efficient way to get it, and there is. Collect as many saplings as possible and plant them, just as you would with normal trees. Ah, yeah. Oh my god. It's evil. So yeah, plant as many of them as possible. Let's get out of my house. Oh shit, what did I just break? Oh no, I got the flaxseed. Yeah, so plant as many of them as possible, just as you would with normal trees, and then chop them down, but keep replanting. With that, you're going to get rubber wood, different to normal wood. Now, if you try and put it in your crafting table like this, it will give you 3 planks back. Well, you really don't want to do that. Keep it, because what you do is, if you put this rubber wood in the extractor, again at the top, when this extracts, this gives you something amazing, and you can probably guess what it's going to give you. But this is really, again, you're going to need, because you're going to need a lot of rubber. This is way more efficient than going out and tapping trees. So wait for this to finish extract. And there it is, rubber. So basically, this gives you rubber. Easy way. You don't have to go out and tap sticky resin and then cook it to give you rubber. No, this just gives you rubber from the rubber wood. So, and because you can get so much of this by planting all your trees, I think I had some. Did I have some more on me? Or was that all I had? Oh no, I cooked it because I've already got 11. Yeah. So yeah, this is a brilliant way of getting rubber. Again, I'll just show you. One thing to bear in mind: the one thing to bear in mind is the forestry mod does not work with rubber trees, as you can see. Look, they're not falling down. So just bear that in mind. We're just gonna have to replant. You can get sticky resin when you chop down the rubber as well, which is another thing to note. Didn't I? Did I know? Ah, so cute. Oh, he ran away. Ooh, that is around. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. Yeah, try and get saplings possible. If you chop one, oh crap, I just chopped that down. If you chop them down, then remember to replant. So we're just gonna get some saplings from this. I hope, at least. And yeah, we're going to replant, and you want to just, again, get the biggest rubber tree farm you can, because you're going to need a lot of rubber. At least do it until you get the energy collectors and stuff like that, obviously. Then you don't really need to do anything once you've got the energy collectors, you just need one of the items. So we had one sapling drop there. So I can, there we go, we've got enough saplings now. So we'll just replant this one over here. We'll also plant an extra one. We'll plant one out here. And then we'll plant one here. There we go. So you want to constantly keep on replanting them. So we've got the 11 rubber boards, and again, you just put it straight in the extractor, and it will give you rubber, which you are going to need a lot of. It does take a while, and you see on the right here, as you saw in the multiplayer episodes, you can get overclocking upgrades for these machines. Right, so there you go, they're the basic machines, and that's what you'll be doing for a long time at the start. But it is really important, just stick with it. I know it gets a bit boring, but in the long run you are going to get a lot of things out of it. It's going to make your life a lot easier. So I think now, while all that's extracting and we're doing that, I think we need to improve this house, because it is just literally a cobblestone shelter. I've got this weird thing next to my house which I'm going to use as part of the decoration, I think. But I want to go get some marble, and I think we're going to make this house look a lot better than it already is. So I'm going to go looking for some marble. Right, so I've just spent about 5-10 minutes or so just getting some marble, and we're going to make this house look pretty cool. Well, no, it's not going to look like amazing, because it's very early on, but it's going to look better than a load of cobblestone, right? Because it just doesn't look like a house, it looks like a randomly generated thing. So we're going to make this house look nice. Don't know if I've shown this, I'll just show you quick. Marble brick, all you need is 4 marble in a square like that, and that gives you 4 marble brick for every one. So we're going to make tons and tons of marble brick, and we're going to get building this house. Alrighty then, so I've been working on my house a bit, and now it looks a little more presentable. Doesn't look like a randomly well, no, it still looks like a randomly generated thing, but I'm going to improve it later. It's not that important now. I'll just show you inside. So I've extended it, and I've introduced the random weird noisy floating thing of doom into my house. Don't know what it does yet, I'm sure I'll find out in the future at some point, but pretty creepy. I probably shouldn't be standing on it like this. So, and then I just added marble where the machines are, because basically what I want this to be, basically from like here all the way over to there and around, I want it to be one really tall tower with all my machines and pipes and stuff in eventually. So that's going to be pretty cool soon. So yeah, while I've been doing that, I've been extracting. See, look, I've got 54 iron dust, so that is going to give me 54 iron bars just from that. That's much better than, you know, because if I did it the other way, I would have only got half of that. So actually, I've got a little bit more iron left. So yeah, that's basic introduction to machines, and it's brilliant. Very simple to do a setup like this. I mean, if you want, you can cap yourself at doing this, and this alone can be something, you know, you'll just add to vanilla Minecraft. Next episode, don't know what we're going to be covering yet. I'm going to have a look, see what we're going to be doing next. may look at some different mods while we've got a lot of stuff extracted and things like that. But yeah, and also I'll probably be improving the house as well to make it look much better. It needs windows at the moment, so let me just put windows in, because I feel kind of closed off at the moment. Let's add some windows. Well, yeah, as you can see, Technic is there's some brilliant machines you can build, and it's kind of, you can, it's not like, for example, you can stop right, like I said, you can stop right here and you can just stick with those machines if you want to, or you can build some really crazy stuff, which eventually are what I want to do, and have this big tower of machines. So now, as far as I'm aware, generators don't explode as long as you don't, yeah, I don't think they explode. I hope they don't explode, at least. So we're going to put that in there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy this video, a like would be appreciated. And also, if you've missed any previous episodes, then you can click the show. There'll be a little picture thing in the description. Click that and you'll have all the previous episodes. Or you can use the next and back buttons and as annotations. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.